This is the Zoleo Satellite Communicator. It runs on the Iridium network. It also connects to cell phone towers and Wi-Fi if you are in the area, so it tries to send your message that way before utilizing the satellite network, which saves you money. It comes with this clip here. You can clip it on your bag, you can clip it on your clothes, you can put it in your backpack, whatever you want to do. It works best when it is facing up. That way it's a solid connection to the satellites. It comes with this micro USB charger, which goes in the side here, as you can see there. It has this check-in button that you can press, and through the app, before you leave on your adventure, you list the number of people that you want to receive check-in messages from you. Zoleo gives you your own personalized phone number and email address that you use, that you share with people that you want to receive your messages. They have to download the Zoleo app from the App Store or the Google Play Store, which is free, and then they can receive the messages from you from the device, from your phone. If your phone stops working, you can still use the device, you can still hit the check-in button, you just won't be able to text or email anybody, and should the absolute disaster happen, you can hit the SOS button, which will send your coordinates to the search and rescue people, but you won't be able to communicate back and forth with them. If your phone is charged and working, and you can again text and email back and forth with the people that are on your contact list through the Zoleo app. And if you do, again, hit the SOS button through the app, you can either push the button on the device or in the app itself. There's a red circular SOS button. You can text back and forth with the search and rescue people, letting them know the condition of the person that's injured, and if you're going to be moving them anywhere, and if your location's going to change. And it constantly sends updates when you're in the SOS mode, letting the first responders know where you are. So the SOS from the device contacts the International Emergency Response Coordination Center, which then connects you with GEOS, which is the search and rescue company that you can text with, whether you need a helicopter or a search team, if they're coming on foot, if they're coming on horses, or however they manage to get out to you. You can have that conversation with the team through your app, provided you can still communicate that way, which is a pretty awesome thing. When you turn the device on, hold the button down, makes it chime, and it flashes, letting you know that it's on. Just turn off, I'm not using it. So it is a global satellite communicator. It does allow you to send text messages and emails through the Zoleo app to your contacts, provided again that they have the app installed on their device as well. There's check-in messages that you can have set up to be sent every so many hours, should you choose, or you can press this checkmark button and it will send a message saying I'm okay, and give your coordinates of where you are, and people can click on the coordinates and find, and a map pops up showing them where exactly you are in the world, which is pretty cool. So another great feature is that the SOS button is not exposed. It is covered under here, and you do have to pop this latch open to access it. The button is embossed a bit. It's sticking up from the flat surface of the device, so it does feel like an actual button that you are pressing, which is also good. You do have a time frame where if you do hit the SOS button and it's an accident, you can go onto the app and cancel the SOS. There's also a program that before you leave, after you've already set up your device, you can have a predetermined time on when you want to test your SOS button. You fill out a form, send it to Zoleo with your time, your location that you're going to be pressing the SOS button, so that they know that it is not a real SOS call, it is a test. And that way you can go through the breakdown through the app on how you would communicate and what it's like when that actually happens. Hopefully you never have to use this button, but it would be nice to know, do like a trial run to see what it's like when you actually press it, so that if it does actually happen to you, you are familiar with the process. Again, there's location sharing, letting people know where you are throughout your trip. There's also the dark sky weather network that you can connect through the app and find out what the weather is going to be like. Rechargeable battery, the website says 2 hours from completely dead. This was dead when I took it out of the box, and it was fully charged well before the 2 hour mark, which was great. I'm really eager to see how long this battery lasts, because I did see in another review that somebody had it in the backcountry for 7 days. They had it on all day long and then shut it off when they were sleeping at night, and then turned it back on in the morning, and it went for 7 days before it died, which was pretty awesome. The power button again is on the top here, and it is one you have to press and hold to activate the device. Battery status will light up different colors depending on your level of battery power that you have. And if you're in a pinch and you can't remember what you're supposed to do in the SOS, you flip it over to the back, and they have specifically here SOS instructions, what to do in an emergency. It's kind of like when you're driving in a car and your insurance company gives you what things you should know if you're in an accident. This is the same sort of thing. Use only in an emergency, must be used outdoors with the top of the device facing the sky. Lift the SOS cover, press the button for 3 seconds. The SOS will sound. All LED lights will spin red. There's an SOS acknowledgement. SOS LED red double blink. To cancel the SOS, press the SOS button for 5 seconds. SOS sending cancellation. All LED lights will spin green, letting you know that the SOS is canceled. So, in case you forget, you're in a moment of insane stress, the instructions are right there for you on the back. It is waterproof. It's got this rubber casing on it to protect you from the elements. Now, you're not going to want to submerge this in the water and hold it under there. It is still an electronic device. But if you were to drop it and pick it up again, or it was to get rained on a little bit, you're not going to have to worry about it not working. Like I said before, there's a dedicated phone number and email that Zoleo gives you when you sign up, which is only for you. You can suspend your account during those months when you're not hunting or not hiking in the backcountry or not going to be using this. It'll cost you an additional $5 a month for that service to suspend it, and then you can reactivate it when you start up again. It does have seamless messaging, which means that the device tries to send a message through data connection first. So it's going to hit off of the cell phone towers first, Wi-Fi, before it actually activates through the Iridium network, which again saves you money, because depending on the plan, you'll have a predetermined amount of messages, and if you go over that, you're going to get charged 70 cents additional message. So it's nice that it's seamless like that, and we'll try for a service, for any available service in the area before it actually goes through. 160 characters for SMS messages, 200 characters for email, and 950 plus for another Zoleo user. So from the Zoleo app to Zoleo app, you can just keep typing up to 950 characters plus. And again, you're only charged if your message goes over the Iridium network. If you're hitting off of towers or Wi-Fi, you do not get charged for that message. Let's go take a look at the website for the coverage plans. Zoleo.com, and it brings you to the Zoleo site. Let's go to the monthly plans. So Canadian, I'm in Canada, so these are the Canadian plans. So you get your own Zoleo SMS number and email address, like I said. Unlimited free check-ins and SOS messages. So you can set up a time frame of how many check-ins you want sent out, or you can physically push the button yourself. Convenient usage alerts and optional message top-up bundles. So there's convenient usage alerts and optional message top-up bundles. So if you run out of your messages and you want to top up, they offer packages for that as well. Flexibility to change, suspend, or cancel if your needs change. Okay, so going over the monthly plans. This is in Canadian dollars because I live in Canada. The basic plan is $25. That will give you 25 satellite messages. You'll have to pay an additional 70 cents per per message. If you go over that, you have unlimited satellite check-in messages, unlimited cellular and Wi-Fi messages. That covers your satellite SOS alerts, 24/7 SOS monitoring. And then there's an optional add-on subscription for location share, where you can share your location with people throughout the day. That's for an additional $7.50 a month. The In Touch plan is $45 a month. It's 250 satellite messages per month at 70 cents for additional messages. It has all the same features as the basic. And then the unlimited is $70 a month, and it's unlimited messages, unlimited everything. I would say that's probably more geared towards a person that's going to be using this on a daily basis, maybe, or out in the wilderness as part of their job. I think for most people, the In Touch is probably the better plan, because if you think about it, sending messages, if you're sending them to a number of people, 25 satellite messages is going to go by pretty quick in a month. But it all depends on what you're doing and what your plans are. So I'm looking at the In Touch program. You can suspend your account. Now, if you can't suspend your account for the first 3 months of opening it, but what you can do is during the non-hunting seasons, you can suspend your account for an additional, I believe it's $4 or $5 a month. Here we go. Suspend your plan when not in use for just $5 a month. So while it's suspended, you still keep your SMS number, you still keep your email address that they give you, and your account remains active, but your device will not transmit messages, including SOS. So while it's suspended, it'd be like now, it's February, and there's no hunting right now, so you probably reactivate it closer to the spring hunting season and go from there. But you're only paying $5 a month instead of the $25, $45, or $70 a month, which is a nice option to have. So again, it's seamless coverage wherever you go, whether you're near a tower, Wi-Fi, or a satellite. It'll pick up off of the tower or the Wi-Fi before it hits up your satellite, which in turn saves you money. The Iridium coverage is everywhere where cellular doesn't, which is great. So this is my very first device of this kind. I don't have any experience with any of the others that are on the market. I do know that the Garmin InReach is probably one of the most popular, if not the most popular device like this on the market, along with the Zoleo. They are very different, so do your research depending on which one you're looking at, but I think the Zoleo is a bit of a one-up when it comes to the direct messaging, whether it's through SMS messages or the emails. As long as your phone is working, you'll have I think better communication, a lot easier flowing communication from person to person, because it's just like texting on your phone. I know with some of those devices it's like the old school numbers and letters system where you have to punch a bunch of buttons in order to get a word typed out, which can be very frustrating, especially when you're back there. Whereas this, you can actually send full-on messages to people and receive full-on messages, let people know where you are. It's pretty incredible. I can't wait to really get it out there and put it through the paces. From what I've heard from others who have used it, it's a fantastic unit, and it only gets better as the app improves. Year after year, they make more additions to the app. And it's just a simple download, upgrade, and you're done. It's pretty awesome. So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, it's $269 Canadian. But if you are going to a place where you are going to lose contact and signal, and you really want the peace of mind of knowing that you can connect with the ones that you love and get emergency help if needed, this could be a life and death situation. And without something like this, a device like this, you could be in a lot of trouble. So if you are going out into the backcountry and you're going to be away from any kind of service, really look into one of these Zoleo devices. I think they're amazing. Again, I can't wait to use it and give you my full review when I come back at the end of September. Just in terms of sizing, this is a Samsung S22 Plus. That's the size of the unit. Smaller than a cell phone, very easy, compact. Throw it in the top of your backpack, hook it to your clothes, hook it to your bag. It's there when you need it. So for more information about this unit, the app, the coverage, the plans, everything Zoleo, head over to www.zoleo.com.